It is a true heavyweight clash.
Well, the atmosphere, Peter, certainly doesn't feel like a friendly. We all know about the quality we have on show here, so I hope that the crowd demand as much as they can get, and I hope the players will oblige on that.
There's the whistle. Who do you, Jim, see making the difference here?
Well, this guy Ndidi is someone who has the potential now to start dominating games, and I'm sure in the first 20 minutes or so he'll be doing that and making his presence felt. With a surprisingly good passing range, he really is one of the best at triggering attacks from deeper positions now.
Yeah, I'm inclined to agree. Ndidi. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Ndidi. Osei Samuel. He is just caressing the ball. Mahrez. Chance here to counter. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Mahrez did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Bensebaini. Benacer. Iwobi, that's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. Osei Samuel. Ajayi. Bassi. Iwobi. Ajayi. Out to the left it goes. Lookman. Lookman! That is good. Could be danger here! Mandy gets it away. Time to deliver. Iwobi. Bassi forwards and with intent. Ndidi, that's really well manoeuvred. That has been knocked clear. Tries a measured ball. Gets it away. And it's Ndidi. Ndidi. Ndidi played out towards the right wing. Oh, so close to what would have been a memorable goal.
He's absolutely full of energy here. Definitely had the right idea. A shame he just couldn't finish it off.
And it's been taken short. He's had a shot! Mahrez gets it clear. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Aim forwards. And he's straight offside. Osei Samuel. Osei Samuel, gently done. Well, that's beautifully weighted. Zidane claims comfortably. Boudaoui. Benacer. Osimhen. Ndidi. Is there any support? He might not need it. Can he latch on to this? Nothing wrong with that tackle. Ball won cleanly. Lookman. Oh, lovely feed. He is such a good mover. Lookman gets into some space. Lovely bit of skill. Nigeria have a free kick.
Well, not the best way to deal with it, but the old threat of pace clearly made him feel a tad uncomfortable.
Well, you might think he got off lightly. It is just a verbal warning. Good, strong hand by the keeper. Oh, he's pulled off a fine save.
Absolutely terrific, terrific reflexes, goalkeeping at its very best.
And into the grateful arms of the keeper. And that's been won straight back. And it's Osei Samuel. Ndidi, now he's got space here. And he's there to clear it. Nigeria making a good start. Nice level of intensity in their play. Ndidi. And here's Osimhen. Osimhen. And that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Osimhen. He can get that clear. Nigeria have got it back and they'll have another go. Ball's being played in here nice and early.
Yeah, that'll be a test for that defence, but I'd like my players to keep mixing it up if I was in that position, you know, and not become predictable. They've got to avoid that.
And the shot! It's anyone's ball now.
Nigeria would very much seem to be growing their confidence here. You can feel it.
Bentabaini, and it's played forward. Benacer have it back and can go again. That's a cute ball. Bassi moved on forwards. Strong running down that left flank. Proves too strong. Did well to step in there. That was more than necessary. Great defending, strong and determined. I wonder what you've seen, Jim, over the early moments of the game.
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come in with a view of not making any early mistakes. So we're seeing some conservatism here.
Osei Samuel. First quarter of an hour gone. Algeria yet to have an attempt on goal. Searching passes play. Osimhen! Well, that is rather wayward. Osei Samuel. Aim forwards. Wins the duel this time. And here's the chance to counter. Benacer. Mandy shifted upfield. And here's Mahrez. He's gone for goal! Deftly away. Clearly not happy with that. Nouri. And Didi cuts it out. Looking to break at pace. Osimhen. Oh, that's a clever-looking ball. Lookman, delicate ball. Big chance! Tried the volley, but no.
Yeah, quick thinking and the right choice for me, but that was difficult to get right.
Oh, that's a foul. Free kick's been given. Ajayi. It will be. Oh, good spread. And it's Ndidi. Out towards the flank. Succumbs to the pressure. And now the breakaway.
They've been denied a chance to develop any rhythm in the passing department.
Lookman. Caresses it through. That's really well cleared. Could move up a gear here. Nouri. Bensebaini looks to the other side. Some good work on the right flank here. And here's Mahrez. Oh, shooting chance!
Well, even for him, that may have been a touch ambitious.
That's really well manoeuvred. And he goes cross-field. Bensebaini. Boudaoui. Mondi. Bassi forwards and with intent. Over to the left. Great work on the overlap. And he's heaved it away and claimed it back swiftly. Knocks it out wide. Osei Samuel. Oh, a delicate chip through. It's a pretty loose pass. Mondi. Bensebaini played over towards the opposite flank. Osai Samuel. Ndidi. Osai Samuel. Lookman. Great chance!
Well, he doesn't need a second invitation, even from that range.
Spread out to the left. That's tidy. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Lookman. Ajayi. Can he finish? Bassi. Oh, good-looking ball. That's a good run down the left. And out it comes again. Mahrez. He's in plenty of space here. He's got away. The ball is loose and the chase is on. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. They played cross-field, changing the point of attack. Shapes to shoot! Oh, good effort, he got plenty on that.
Ah, that's a great effort. There was very little backlift to indicate what was coming.
Mandy. Oh, there's a probing ball. It will be. Lookman. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Boudaoui. And it's played forward. Oh, he's found support out wide. Oh, such a clever touch. Can he finish? Oh, the ball's come loose here. Defending of the desperate variety. Lookman gets rid without sophistication. That is lovely. Played into the middle. That has been knocked clear. Clears it away. Boudaoui. And it's lofted through here. Oh, smashing header! Goal! Satisfyingly simple. There's almost a sense of beauty to this.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
A 1-0 lead established.
Well, I'd remind those players, Peter, that concentration will be key for a while now, as you don't want to hand the momentum straight back to your opposition.
Ndidi, played out to the right. Pass just lacking in accuracy. Budawi. Muscular approach does pay off here. Oh, super find. Benacer. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. And the score is 1-0. Mandy forwards and with intent. Played towards the other side. Is onto it in a flash. And it's Osei Samuel. Osei Samuel. And that has been cleared. Now, what about a counter-attack? Benacer, over to the left. And that's really well manoeuvred. That's good defending, very good defending. Played towards the other side. Ndidi. Iwobi. Osei Samuel. And here's Osimhen. Mandy, aim forwards. Do have a chance to counter here. Nouri. Bensebaini. Bensebaini, gently done. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Lookman. Nice looking ball. Lookman looking to get on the end of this. He has found the way through. And that's aimed into the middle. Header comes in! Well, that is clearly not the outcome he wanted.
Yeah, some good movement inside the box. No shortage of targets here.
Moved on forwards. Osei Samuel forwards and with intent. And it's Ndidi. Ndidi. Tries a shot! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Mondi. That's a lovely, neat pass. That has been knocked clear. Coming up to half-time, leading, and things are looking pretty good. And here's and Mahrez! He's done very well to get to that.
Mahrez actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Oh, he's bustling through here. Oh, he'd have done well to reach that. Lookman. Ajayi. Ndidi. Iwobi. Iwobi, long ball upfield. Great run on the overlap here. Osimhen. Nouri. That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Bassi, that's a sharp pass. Played into space. Osei Samuel's cross. Mandy clears it away. And he shoots! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Out of play for a goal kick. Iwobi. Bassi. And it's played forward. Ajayi. And that's a throw-in. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Osimhen.
Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did then. A couple of his teammates were very annoyed.
Now it's Mahrez. And it's Mahrez. Lookman. Bassi. Well, they've seen lots of the ball. Time to go for it a bit of creativity and adventure. Quality ball. Referee's given a throw. Mahrez. Bensebaini. Bensebaini played over towards the opposite flank. Mahrez. Mahrez. Done delicately. Looking for a corner. And it's hoisted clear. Cleared without complication. Lookman does really well to win the ball there. Iwobi. Confirmation that there will be 2-minute stoppage time. Played out wide. And it's Ndidi. Decent chance! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Benacer. Bensebaini looks to the other side. Boudaoui, aim forwards. Bassi is there, and he can get that clear. And we've reached half-time. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here.
I thought that was a decent 45 minutes of football, plenty of signs that both managers can take a lot of encouragement from. I would say the mood is neither overly negative nor positive. You still have to approach this like it's 0-0.
Algeria can be fairly satisfied then. It's so far so good for them, and it's 1-0 at the break. And we're off again.
Algeria definitely want to carry on in a similar manner, although I would exercise some caution, Peter. You wouldn't want to leave yourself open in the early minutes trying to kill this off.
Now it's Chukwueze. Osei Samuel. And that has been clubbed away. That's a throw. And it's Osei Samuel. Played into space out wide. Cross deflected over the goal line for a corner. They've played it short. Hit into the middle. Mahrez. That's really well manoeuvred. Benacer. Bensebaini, gently done. Whistle's gone, that's foul. Long ball by the goalkeeper. Boudaoui. Oh, just skips past his man. Boudaoui. No foul, says the referee. It will be. Ajayi, Ndidi, Iwobi, Chukwueze, now he's off and running. Lovely feet. Now it's Ndidi.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
He's well positioned here. Ambitious ball here. And that has been cleared. Very nicely done. Chukwueze, aim forwards. Iwobi. Lookman, forwards and with intent. Goes for a shot! They've scored! They have done it! They have their equaliser! Osimhen at his razor-sharp best there.
Yeah, he showed great reactions there. Right place, right time, easy pickings.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter. When you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing, the outcome should all come down to finishing.
Baini. Mondi. Oh, nicely intercepted. And it's Mahrez. That has found him in acres of space. Boudaoui. Oh, no question, that's a foul. Looking here to chip it through. The chip pass hasn't quite come off. Out to the left it goes. Lookman. Out to the left it goes. Picks it up out wide. Ball's gone out of play. And it's Iwobi. Here's a shot! Denied by an instinctive save.
Iwobi is offering a right smile there.
Ndidi. Iwobi. Lookman. Now here's the delivery. That is a brilliant interception. Oh, nice touch. And here's Chukwueze.
Chukwueze really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
And it's Benacer. Out to the right. And the shot! Chukwueze. Bassi. Moved on forwards. Chukwueze is onto it in a flash. Intercepts the throw. That's well read. That's really well manoeuvred. And it's played forward. Osei Samuel. And here's Osimhen. Osimhen knocks it out wide. And Ndidi. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. Played out to the right. Boudaoui. Purring through the gears. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Looks across and climbs up big! I think that's offside. Yes, it is. Benacer. Now it's Mahrez. And he decides it's a mighty effort! That needed to be better, and he knows it.
You really could have done with engaging those crossers much higher up the pitch there. This isn't good defending.
Aim forwards. Lookman looks to get on the end of this.
And that is as far as they're going to go.
Baini. That's been drilled forward. Played in with purpose. Moved on forwards. Well, good play on the left-hand side here. Can he latch on to this? Lookman. Oh, that's well done, really robust. Plenty of appeals, but the referee is not interested. And here's Mahrez. And he cuts out the supply. Lookman. It will be. So we've reached the hour mark. Ajayi. That's really well manoeuvred. And it's played forward. And it's Mahrez. Nice physical challenge. Bassi. Aim forwards. Chukwueze. Tries a deft little ball. Lookman! It's out for a goal kick. Osei Samuel. Oh, Red, nice interception. Nouri. Showing good feet. And it's Benacer. Now it's Osimhen. Ndidi. Moved on forwards. Chukwueze. Osimhen! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Mandy getting this one clear. Nouri. And he's managed to get free. Cross goes in there. Up he goes! No, couldn't quite control it.
Nigeria, well, the manager clearly has to react to this and tactically change what's happening. It's too easy for them to get in.
That's really well manoeuvred. Benacer, a chance! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
And it's better. Shoots! Oh, it's come loose. And they've got rid. It'll be a throw-in. Budawi. Oh, good take and a good... And the shot!
We'll simply have to tip his hat to the keeper here because that was a magnificent save.
Well timed, excellent interception. Moved on forwards. Ndidi. Osei Samuel. Iwobi. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Bensebaini, driven forward. Can he get onto this? Osei Samuel gets over and intercepts. Chukwueze. Not much subtlety about that challenge. Well, that looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. Oh, that's a booking. Always looked it. And it's Iwobi. Ndidi. There will be a throw-in. That has been knocked clear. Out of play for a throw. Iwobi. Plays it across. And he thumps it clear. Can he spark a counter here? There's the shot! And he's there to clear it. Oh, that's neat. And it's Benacer. Benacer. Shot, surely! Oh, split-second reaction.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Has a look and plays it forward. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Well, there was an element of promise insofar as they kept the ball well, but they did very little with it. Chukwueze. Osei Samuel. It's a threatening ball. Osimhen! Oh, that was no routine save.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
it's been taken short. Oh, what a climb! And the header is disappointing in the end.
That's good play, plenty of targets in the penalty area and plenty of movement too.
Boudaoui. Ndidi. Now it's Osimhen. Lookman is offering some sort of an apology there.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
And it's played forward. Benacer, forwards and with intent. He's on it, can he get away? Good chance here! No, not quite.
It's certainly a bold attempt, and there's nothing wrong with that. Shame he didn't work the keeper a bit more, though.
Moved on forwards. Lookman, now he's off and running. Bassi. And it's played forward. Chukwueze. Osai Samuel.
Nigeria really can't be faulted for their attitude, and if they go on to win this, it'll be fully deserved.
That's a nicely shaped... And Morris! And that's a real chance missed.
That could yet prove very pivotal. Chances like that just can't be wasted.
And he welcomes it in.
Algeria clearly are pushing for the win here, Peter. It's making for a very frantic end to this game.
Lookman providing an outlet on that flank. Oh, that's nice. There are a few waiting for it. And it's Iwobi. Mahrez shifted upfield.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
That's really well manoeuvred. Bassi with the clearance.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
Played back in. Osai Samuel getting this one clear. That's good play. Algeria have reclaimed it.
Algeria really can't be faulted for their attitude, and if they go on to win this, it'll be fully deserved.
Bassi. Aim forwards. Lookman. Expertly cut out, really nicely done.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
Proves too strong.
Algeria clearly are pushing for the win here, Peter. It's making for a very frantic end to this game.
Osimhen, Chukwueze, back into the middle, cuts out the pass.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
Lookman! Now who's going to be first to this?
Nigeria really can't be faulted for their attitude, and if they go on to win this, it'll be fully deserved.
Takes a shot! And no, he couldn't find the finish. Iwobi. Chukwueze.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
Chance for a shot! Well, that was very necessary. Well, the referee's pulled play back and has booked him for the original offence. And it's Ndidi. Lobbed in behind. Tries to get it clear.
Nigeria clearly are pushing for the win here, Peter. It's making for a very frantic end to this game.
Probing pass. Aimed in towards the centre. He's having a shot! And somehow he managed to miss it. Looking for a decent ball in.
Nigeria really can't be faulted.
Goes for the shot!
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
Calmly anticipates. Bassi. Ajayi. Bassi. Bassi shifted upfield. 5 minutes left on the clock.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
And the finish! Decent strike, kept it fizzing low.
Oh, that's a cracking try. Good technique to keep it low, too.
Osei Samuel. Iwobi. Succumbs to the pressure. He's found a way through. Can he latch on to this? Oh, well cut out. No margin for error there at all. Dealt with nicely by the defence. Baini. Osimhen does have his name on the score sheet, of course. Iwobi. And it's played forward. Ndidi. Osei Samuel. And here's Chukwueze. Oh, he's going to be pulled back for that one. And it's made its way. Real chance!
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again. They're making life really hard for themselves. The ball needs to be in the mixer, not there.
Excellent challenge there, uncompromising.
Now some movement on the bench, and we are going to see a change.
I think you have to admire his willingness to keep plugging away, but the manager has done him a big favour, I think, by taking him off. You know, he was looking very, very leggy.
Pressing's intense, and it's paid off.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Boudaoui, Benacer. That has been cut short.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Osei Samuel. Into stoppage time, very little left on it. Benacer. Mondi. Boudaoui. And played cross-field, changing the point of attack. Nouri. He's not played the ball, that's a foul. And he's there to get it away. And that has been cleared. Boudaoui. Ndidi. Now it's Osimhen. Over to the left. Always onto this. Nigeria cannot afford for this to peter out. There just isn't time left. Mahrez. It's all a little short of forward momentum, lacking thrust. So time is nearly up. One final twist, perhaps. Decent progress down the left. Cross deflected behind for a corner. Nigeria making another change here.
Well, his stamina was called into question then, but there's absolutely nothing wrong with his heart and the effort he put in. He was very willing, though, not quite able.
Still inseparable. We have penalties.
Well, there was very little between the sides all the way through, so extra time is the correct next step.
And so they prepare themselves to settle it from the spot. So now 5 brave individuals must step forward. An exchange of stares, and we're ready to go. Great stop! And the keeper punches the air.
Well, he felt the goalkeeper outstared him there, which gave him the edge.
Osimhen is engaging in a bit of mind games before stepping up.
He was always looking good there. Nice penalty.
Algeria from one behind. Oh, good take, keeper committed himself.
Yeah, it's a guessing game for the keeper, and he guessed wrong.
Sanusi will take their second. No! Denied remarkably!
Oh, the keeper's done brilliantly to keep his eye on the ball and make such a great save.
No, he's fluffed it.
It's a brave attempt, but he really should be getting it on target.
Chukwueze will take the third penalty. Oh, it's a really good save.
He was so focused there. Fantastic save.
He steps up to take the fourth penalty. Saved! Keeper's done brilliantly.
Well, he had a little look at the goalkeeper, and maybe that put him off.
Good penalty, just steered it the other way.
Looks like he's done it 1,000 times. Never looked like missing.
The margin of error is 0. What poise! What noise!
Well, he totally nailed that penalty, picked his spot, and didn't change.
Zidane must keep this out. This is match point. And there it is, the decisive kick. So after a gruelling game that went all the way, the winner is decided on penalties. It is a horrible way to lose, and they are heartbroken.
Commiserations, the definition of penalty heartbreak, and part of the game that we find irresistible. Total emotional despair for them.
And all that remains for me is to thank Jim Beglin. That's it from us tonight. A very